We're talking about the winning team. And this morning, a word came to me, and I heard it verified through our presiding bishop. The word was momentum. Momentum. We are moving with the leadership vision of the Mother Barbara McCoo Lewis. And the revolving door reminds us that we must move. If we stop, we'll lose pace with the vision. I am asked to present to you the theme of coaching a winning team. I'll ask you to go to page 47 in your conference booklet. And before we develop the printed page, it's important for us to capture the optics. The winning team. I see an executive team that's being coached by a leader. The visual optics must be addressed before we can interpret what it is that we're expected to get from this short presentation. I am awed by the pastel ladder, the lime green and the pink, the hard hats, reflective of our femininity. I'm also struck by the tools. I see a leveler that lets us know that things must be balanced. I see also the toolbox that is full of utensils and objects to help us to win. So as you capture and interpret the optics, I want you to receive what it is to win and how to value the person who's in the coaching position. Coach. Coach is a noun. It's a person who trains a team or an athlete. Person who instructs. Winning is an action word. Winning defines success. It also can be interpreted as victory, an accomplishment. A winning team is a group's result of effective and sometimes formidable teamwork. To win as a team, there must be full cooperation of all participants. There must be involvement. There must be commitment, cohesiveness, and there must be a commitment to time. If you're going to win and accept the knowledge, the expertise, the know-how of the coach, there must be a commitment to follow. A leader in women's ministry as coach must first see herself as an influencer. And in times past, that has been given to us in a negative tone. We thank God for those who influence us. We thank God for the pioneers who've gone before us. We thank God for our present day influencer. Effective coaching is impossible without sister-to-sister relationships in which a more experienced and knowledgeable person evolves to the level of coach. Everyone can't start at that level, and everyone cannot evolve to be coach. Amen? I am so blessed to know that even among us today, there are leaders in our midst who are evolving. You will grow to a position of leadership. First, you'll have to demonstrate fellowship. First, you have to commit to yourselves that you appreciate the person who's at the helm. Amen? The effectiveness of coaching women towards a winning team can be measured by the following bullets that I've identified here. The coach is an experienced individual who shares her knowledge, her expertise, her suggestion, and her advice freely. And I was particular in adding that word. A coach is not a person who presents herself as having all of the information, but being selfish about sharing it. A coach is a person who has some experience, understanding, expertise, willingly shares it without a grandiose attitude of being a know-it-all. A coach, if she's going to influence you, she has to present what she knows with humility. It cannot be, I know it, and you, therefore you follow me. If you're going to influence others, there has to be that whole humility, that spirit of humbleness that causes people to gather around you. The coach will openly and willingly communicate ideas toward a common goal. We got to get to the same place. And of all of us, we can't rush to the same place. There has to be the pacing that's directed by the coach. The coach is prepared. The coach does not identify herself as a coach without being prepared. I would venture to say it's better when others identify you as coach. Amen. It can be very dangerous for you to identify yourself as the coach. When others see you as the coach, they will point you out. They will know by all of some of the characteristics that I've before mentioned that you possess the ability to disseminate information freely without drawing attention to yourself. The coach demonstrates approachability, availability, and humility with a keen ability to also listen. All of the information is not coming from the coach. Amen. The coach demonstrates, again, approachability, that people can come to you and they won't have to be threatened by how you're going to respond to them. They know that you are going to take the time to listen, even when they don't have all of the accurate information. If you are a good coach, you will be a good listener. The coach practices honesty with diplomacy. Don't fake it. Amen. Don't pretend you know something that you don't know. Because there's somebody among us who knows. Amen? You're going to say, and I heard that this week since I've been here, if you don't have the information, you can say to the individual, I don't have that, but I know where I can find that. Or I know an individual who can give us the correct direction with regards to that subject. The coach encourages. The coach accepts and receives inquisitiveness for cultivation of fresh ideas. Now, when questions are asked of you as a leader, it's not that somebody is desiring to trap you. Sometimes people don't know quality questions to ask. So they're asking it in the best way that they can present it. You should welcome inquisitive questions. You should not be threatened if the question does not reflect quality. Amen? Sometimes it doesn't have what you'd call that highest level of intellect. But, you know, just receive the inquisitiveness and thereby start a conversation in order to equip them with what you know as a coach. The coach thinks subjectively, liberates, and shapes the team. Can't just take the team in one direction. There must be flexibility in your thinking. There must be flexibility in your dialogue. Amen. It's not all Bible. Some of this is life. The coach exercises compassion and genuineness because that is the coach's moral compass. Now I'll define the team. Also a noun. A member of persons associated in some joint action towards a common goal. The team must be coachable and committed to winning. Amen. That takes a lot of conversation. But if you're part of this winning team, you must go in with that humbleness and a subjective spirit to receive what it is that the coach is sharing. If you reject what the coach is sharing, it impacts the fluidity of the entire team, particularly if you voice it. The team comes prepared to listen, to learn, and to share. The team expects individual contributions towards group winning. You can't sit there and say, well, I'm on this team, but I don't have anything to say. The team requires your input, your voice, even your misunderstanding, if it's going to reach that winning goal. The team values instruction, guidance, correction, and progress. The team openly and willingly communicate ideas towards a common goal. And lastly, the team celebrates success. God bless you and thank you.